the return of President Donald J. Trump and Trump Force One. Put your hands together for your...
It's been 7 hours and 50
the home of my friend Arnold Palmer. And he loved Latrobe. You know, he turned out to be one of the greatest golfers in the world. He started out very, very poor. Yeah. You're very lucky, the people that live in Latrobe, and it's an honor for me to be here because of him. He was a great man, and I don't think there would be golf to the extent that you have it today. It probably wouldn't be that way without the great Arnold Palmer. So enjoy it. Invasion by the southern border, what they've done to our country is unbelievable. Allowing more than 21 million people into our country. Many of them are murderers. Many of them are drug dealers. They're from mental institutions. He says, send them back. You come from the drug place. He does. But Americans are ready to be free from Kamala Harris. You know that whenever I use the word Harris, everybody says, who's Harris? They have no idea who Harris is. It's true, they have no idea who's Harris. But Kamala, and to reclaim the future that is rightfully yours, you're going to reclaim it. This election is a choice between whether we will have a incredible 4 more years of failure. It's such a horrible 4 years. We had a horrible, think of that. Everything they touch turns to inflation, Afghanistan. How about Afghanistan? The most embarrassing moment in history. Everything they've touched. Even now he's telling Israel, everything he said to Israel was exactly the opposite. He's the greatest, I will say this about Biden, he's the single greatest expert on foreign policy in history. You know what that means? If you did the exact opposite of what he suggested every single time, you'd go down as the greatest foreign policy president. If you did the exact opposite. Everything's a failure. And he's telling Bibi Netanyahu, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. All our great congressmen are there. Don't do any of these things. And Bibi didn't listen to him, and I'll tell you what, they're in a much stronger position now than they were 3 months ago, that's for sure. Nobody's ever seen anything like this happen. And Bibi called me today, and he said, it's incredible what's happened. They said, it's pretty incredible. But he wouldn't listen to Biden, because if he did, they wouldn't be in this position. And she's worse than him. She's not as smart as him. And I'm not saying he's the smartest. I'm not saying he's the smartest, but she's not as smart as him. And I think maybe, you know, based on early results, maybe he'd be doing better than her. You know, we have results coming out where we actually now don't have to rely on the polls. We're doing good in the polls, but we don't have to rely on the polls. Remember, they stole the election from an American president. They stole it. I could say, too, I don't even want to go. They just stole the election. They said, we're taking the election. But he got 14 million votes, and he won 22. Thank you very much. But you know, by the way, if you're Catholic, you can't vote after that. And you can't vote for another reason. That administration has been persecuting Catholics. It's been persecuting Catholics.
That's Loki.
Hey, Loki.